Magellan, home to a civilization of millions. Until the comet hit. Earthquakes shattered its cities. Firestorms swept the planet. And as Magellan fell into darkness, the survivors faced a world that was unrecognizable. Fighting amongst the ruins of the old world, new factions arose. The Berserkers, the Clerics, the Outlaws, each with their own vision of the future. But it wasn't only the struggle for scarce old world resources that drove them, for the comet had brought something new. Elex, an element unknown to Magellan. It could fuel technology, change the evolution of life, open new abilities to those with the will to control it. For the Clerics, it drove new technological innovation. For the Outlaws, drugs to free their minds. To Berserkers, it gave the power of magic. Seduced by Elix's power, some began to consume it. Addicted, overwhelmed, most degenerated into vicious, mindless mutants. But there were some who could control their addiction. To them, at the cost of their emotions, Elex offered strength, focus, and stamina. These people called themselves the Albs. Seemingly unstoppable, the Albs have waged war on all who will stand between them and their need to obtain Elex. Advancing from the frozen wastes of Zakor and their fortress Ice Palace, the Albs threaten the future of all the factions on Magellan. Now, as Alb forces prepare their final assault, Jax, renowned Alb commander, is sent on a solo mission. One Alb, selected to change the fate of Magellan.
Jax, you've failed your mission. You know our directive. There can be only one consequence for failure.
dead. I better move before they come back to finish the job. And I better find a weapon. I must have been here for days. The Elex is gone from my system. I feel weak. Think, Jax. My weapons, my armor. Did Calyx take them? No. If Calyx had seen I was still alive, he would have finished the job. It was someone else. This is Iran, enemy territory. If Calyx returns, or if the Berserkers find me, I'll be dead for sure. Old world ruins. Maybe I could find something useful in there. My skin. I look like one of the free people. There mustn't be a scrap of Elex left in my body.
U3, one of my crony units. It looks like it took a lot of damage in the crash. That's unsalvageable. I'm wondering where crony U4 is. If it's still active, then I might find it here in a den. Finding that drone would be helpful.
Rotting technology from the old world. That's all that's here. I'd better move on.
Here in enemy territory. What was Calyx doing here so far from Secor?
If I want answers, I need to find him. And, for that, I'll need weapons and equipment.
Evacuation sequence initiated. Remain calm and proceed to the indicated exits immediately. Follow all instructions from service personnel. Thank you for your visit to the observatory.
My jetpack. Finally some luck. The guy that took my armor must have dropped it. Now, all I need to do is find a way out, cross kilometers of enemy territory, find out why my brother tried to kill me. What could go wrong? Edan, the land of the Berserkers. If they recognize me, they could finish Calyx's job for him.
Come on, get up.
If you're gonna make a habit of attacking people without warning, you should get better at it. I heard you before you even left the ruins.
Someone tried to kill me. They stole my armor and my equipment. Then I find you here waiting to finish the job.
First you attack me, then you accuse me of being a thief and a murderer? If I wanted you dead, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Trust me. You need to apologize.
Prove you're not the thief, and I might trust you. Only facts matter, not words.
Huh. Trusting people quickly out here is as good a way to get killed as walking around without a decent weapon. Which means you just got very, very lucky. I can help you find a safe place and new equipment, if you stop trying to attack me.
Why would you help me?
That's my job. I look for people out here and help them reach Goliath. You'll be safe there.
Safe? You could be some kind of slaver. What is it you really want?
I want this war to be over. Until then, Goliath needs more people to survive, and people need a safe place to go. Well, a safer place than being out here on your own. But you're welcome to stay and risk being picked up by an Alb raiding party. Between them and the Rotboars, you won't live long. Say, you didn't see anyone else up there in the ruins, did you? You're the first person I've found this trip, and it would save me a trip up there to check.
You can save yourself the effort. There's no one up there.
Well, then you got really lucky. An Alb raider crashed a few days ago, and their scouts came through looking for it. Trust me, you don't want to run into a party of Albs. But, hey, enough talk. You need to decide what you're gonna do. I'm going back to Goliath, and you can come with me if you like. Safety, security, and you can find work to earn enough to buy equipment. If you want a chance to survive, it's the best offer you'll get. That's why I joined the Berserkers. Out here, drifting and hoping to stay alive. I knew it was only a matter of time before my luck ran out. I know joining a faction doesn't appeal to everyone, but it gave me purpose. And what have you got to lose right now? Nothing from what I can see.
I will come with you, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
Trust is earned. That goes both ways. You'd better remember that. Every choice you make adds up in this world. The way you speak to people will determine your course in life. Just take a look at yourself. No armor, no weapons, no companions. You've not exactly succeeded in life, have you? Well, all that changes today. Whatever you've done before, your life can start again. A new beginning. When the next Alb raiding party comes down from the north looking for Elex, the people of Goliath will defend you. You won't see the inside of a converter with us to protect you. Instead, you'll get a chance to prove yourself. To join us.
Why do you want to help me?
Like I said, Goliath needs people. Warriors, cultivators, hunters, storekeepers. Whatever your skills, we can find a place for you.
You'll train me and give me equipment?
If you stay, you'll have to earn your place. But be you cleric, outlaw, or alb, that's true everywhere. Sure, you'll get given orders and you'll have to follow the law, but it's not like you have things easy out here. Look, we can keep talking, but at some point, you gotta decide. So, what's it gonna be? Are you gonna stay here, or come with me?
Your actions and words seem to match. I will trust you. For now.
Yes, well, I'll take that as a compliment. Combat, magic. If those interest you, then the Berserkers offer training to people who join their ranks. We'll make a warrior of you. We should get going. This is Rotboar territory. You won't last long. Follow me to Goliath, and you can earn the Elex to buy armor and supplies.
I want to find the thief who took my armor.
Well, for anything stolen near here recently, I would start with Ray. He's an outlaw I found out here a few days ago. Very jumpy. Definitely looking for something.
Where do I find him?
Huh. I don't know. He disappeared off to the northeast. I'm guessing he went back to Tavar. But, hey, I wouldn't rush after him. He's probably sold your armor by now.
I will come with leads.
Then follow me. And if we lose each other for any reason, you'll find gold. Just look for the light from our mana shrine. You can see that from a good... Oh, and the name's Duras. Pleased to meet you.
Just lead the way.
Very well. Keep your eyes open. We're entering the hunting grounds of some of the local wildlife. And neither of us want to end up as rot boar food. Are you ready to go on? We should get moving. Okay. Watch your step. I've never come through this area once without getting attacked.
If it's so dangerous, why do you come out here?
Magalan almost died when the comet hit. A living, breathing planet turned to ash and dust. But the Berserkers are using their magic to bring our world back to life. Just look around you. Edan is the greenest place on Magalan. They need more people. And they offer anyone who comes the same chance to start over. We should move on. One downside of all this plant life is that you can't see the rot boars coming. All right.
What are the ruins over there?
Remnants of the old world. A reminder that the past can be left behind.
Can we find anything useful there?
Maybe. Maybe. A group of clerics came through this area a few days ago. A scouting party reconnoitering Goliath. Well, that was their plan. Instead, they ran into a group of rot boars. Got chased into those ruins.
Maybe they're alive. Haven't you checked?
Checked on the enemy? Yes, well, maybe you're right. We're all allies in the fight against the Alps. But those ruins are dangerous. The rot boars might still be there. Why haven't you joined a faction?
I have no interest in factions. I cannot decide whether to join a faction out here. Let's go on.
Well, we have a choice to make. You're short of equipment. We could see if the clerics have left any in the ruins.
You want us to go into the ruins?
That's up to you. But there's a risk to that. So, maybe we should just head... I better warn you that the creatures in there... It would definitely be safer to bypass. So, what do you think?
Let's go into the ruins.
A brave choice. Opportunities are there to be... Those clerics should be around here somewhere. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. We should get moving. I'll get this one.
Looks like someone used this as a camp before now. Maybe I could use it. This place will come in handy. Looks like someone used this as a camp before now. Maybe I could use it. This place will come in handy.
Are you ready to go on? Let's go. Look out!
Looks like someone used this as a camp before now. Maybe I could use it. This place will come in handy.
Are you ready to go on? We should get moving. Let's go. These ruins look like they were some sort of machine shop in the old world.
You know about the old world.
Only what I've learned on my travels.
Ruins and wreckage. The old world is
Irrelevant? It's where we all came from. The Berserkers want to grow the world back to what it was. The other factions pick through its bones, hoping to find the technology it left us. I'll get this one.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
There was something hanging there. That isn't enough. That isn't enough. Here, I found these.
Elex technology. It's forbidden to berserkers. Officially, you're supposed to hand it in when you arrive in Goliath. But that'll be your choice. Just don't go flashing those weapons around when we get back, okay? Some berserkers are really strict. You see, we leave the albs and the clerics to rely on machines. In Edan, we use magic.
Do you often find clerics in Edan?
All the factions come here. For intel, for resources. We all take from each other. At least it's just raids from the clerics for now. There have been wars in the past. And it does seem like there are some clerics who want to repeat those mistakes and take us back into open warfare. Right.
You say there were albs in this area. How long ago was that?
The raider crashed a week ago. It's been quiet since then. Well, apart from the scouting party on the edge of the forest. It feels like something serious is brewing up there in Zakor. And that's bad news for us all. Are you ready to go on?
We need this damn thing, but these mutants are everywhere. There! There, you hear that? They're coming from above. Hey, you idiots! Move your asses and get them!
We should get moving. I'll get this one. You should be able to make your way on alone from here. You can find supplies and get yourself back on your feet in Goliath. And then, the choice will be yours.
So I can just leave whenever I want.
You should try to get a better weapon and some armor before heading into the wasteland. We kill them. Except the Separatists, a group of Alves that has broken away from Zakor. Maybe they could be allies.
Do you think the Separatists will help you fight the Elves?
Maybe these Separatists want to join the Free People. Maybe they're just another threat. But I'm sure that together, we can defeat the Alves. But for now, the Separatists are outnumbered, without friends and defiant. They're already finding life is hard out here if you haven't joined one of the factions. That makes them jumpy, so I'd be careful around them. They're suspicious of everyone. Well, we have reached Goliath, but this is only... Look for me once you've settled in. You'll find me up at Warlord Ragnar's stronghold.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I'm looking for a guy who was supposedly seen in the area recently. His name is Ray. Whiny little shitbag. Reckons he's an outlaw. Do you know him?
Ray? No, I've not met him.
Lucky you. Let me know if you meet the little piss streak. I want words with him.
All right, you can stop there. In the name of the Hooded Crows, and with the power invested in me by the warlords of Goliath, I hereby challenge you to state who you are and what you want. You should know that Goliath is eternally vigilant in its search for Albs.
Dura sent me here.
Oh, you're one of Duras's hand-me-ons, are ya? You better think about reporting to Ragnar, or one of the other warlords when you get in then. They'll check you're not an Alb spy. All right. You can go in, but all weapons must remain sheathed. Start anything, and a paladin will turn you to ash faster than you can say, I wish that Duras guy hadn't sent me here. Oh, and don't steal anything, or flash technology around. I don't expect any more or less from you.
Understood.
Good. Then I welcome you in the name of the Berserkers.
Who's in charge here?
As long as Thorold, the great pilgrim and master of all magic, is away on retreat, Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows, is in charge. Warlord of warlords, mighty and just, he is an example to us all. I wouldn't go knocking on his door unless you're serious about joining us. But you might get lucky and see him in the lower quarter. He likes to keep an eye on things personally.
Right, got it.
That's why Duras sent you here? To be recruited? You better join us and not the outlaws if you want to live. Follow the laws, impress people, and Ragnar might see fit to let you become a berserker. Break the laws, and we'll break you.
So, what can I do to earn my stay?
Can you handle a weapon?
Yes.
Then you'll find work. We're short of people since the attacks began.
This place doesn't sound too safe.
Where is? With the Albs looking to tear down this whole world.
You do know that technology is banned here.
So, and what is your crime?
What?
I am Warlord Ragnar, patron of this berserker settlement, while Master Thorold is on pilgrimage. Anyone who commits a crime must answer to me. Emissaries from the other communities also have to speak to me first. So, are you an emissary? Why are you here? Speak.
I am an Alp defector. My people tried to kill me, and I'm seeking refuge.
Ah. You survived an Alb execution? Even if that is true, then you marched straight into the lion's den. So you had better think very carefully about your next answer. Again, what exactly do you want here?
I need information.
Ah, so you're a seeker. Everyone who wants to move freely in my city must contribute. So if you want to be tolerated here, must follow my rules. These rules are very simple. If you harm the Berserker community, you will pay. If you serve the community, you will receive fair compensation for it. I hope we understand one another, because if not, you will have to answer to me. Is that clear?
You're the boss.
Yes, correct. The quicker you understand that, the better for you. Heed my advice, and you will find the Berserkers to be good hosts. Is there anything else?
Where can I buy armor like yours?
Ha! You can't simply buy a warlord's armor. You don't even have the rank of a cultivator, let alone that of a warrior. And you want warlord's armor?
Why not?
Slow down, friend. First prove to me that you would be a good cultivator. So, make yourself useful in the city, and we can talk about better armor for you.
You should come with me. See something more than Goliath.
With all the wounded there are these days, we can hardly keep up.
That's more of a reason. If we keep doing the same things, this war won't end. Ah, incomer. It would be good to talk later and hear your news. Someone has to do something. Doing the same thing again and again, it's insane.
But what can be done that the warlords haven't done already?
We can take a risk. Isn't it more important that we win this war rather than how we win it? Come with me. I need someone to watch my back when I go look for some supplies. And I know I can trust you.
I can't leave. Stormson, Caldron is counting on me. And there are so many wounded.
You patch them up. I want to give people a chance to fight back. If I can pull this off, you will have fewer wounded to worry about.
Are you in need of medical supplies? It'll take time to prepare them, I'm afraid. With all the fighting, we haven't any stocks left.
Do you help everyone who asks?
It is a healer's duty, especially in these times of war. And it is needed, bitterly, which is what I have heard from everyone we picked up. Terrible. I wish I could offer aid to all those in need. But it seems not even our magic helps us keep up with supplies.
You must hear a lot about what's going on.
I don't need to hear. I get to see the results. The magic the Albs are using is so destructive. Somehow they're managing to use pure Elex, and it makes me fear for our warriors.
It's more powerful than Berserker magic?
It's more destructive. With the damage it's causing, I can't believe it isn't tearing the Albs apart too. It must hurt them.
Hurt? Yes. But they're trained to reject emotions and feelings.
Yes. They say Elex makes machines of men, but I have heard there are Albs who have escaped their addiction. I wish I could meet one. Knowing what they feel might help me assist others.
What do you know about Elex withdrawal?
I met an Alb separatist. He was brought in as a prisoner. His external wounds weren't so bad, but internally, emotionally, he was trying to cope with all those withdrawal symptoms, and at the same time he was rediscovering his emotions. All that pain, all that confusion.
What happened to him? Where is he?
He died. It was all just too much. I wish I could have learned more from him. If he could leave, so could others. Maybe that could offer hope to us all.
Someone's gotta sort this shit out before we drown in it.
Is that a fact?
Stop being an asshole.
We need to get some more food supplies.
Hey, did you know there were some weapons brought back here to Goliad? Energy weapons taken from the clerics? I'd be interested in getting a look at them, if you know how I could get a chance to do that.
Be careful. You know I could get you exiled for even asking about that.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Listen, what I need is some help. Let's be straight. You recently tracked down a pair of cleric weapons, didn't you?
Is that an accusation?
This is a small town with lots of big mouths. There aren't really that many secrets. So, have you given those weapons over to the pit? Or do you still have them? I know some people who would be happy to pay for them. The Berserkers don't want...
I can't give you the weapons. You think it's wrong to forbid technology?
Some say Elex fell from the sky as a curse. Others say it's a blessing. I think it's for each man to decide which. Will you give me those weapons? Of course, of course. I can offer you Elexit if you give them to me. That would only be fair. And should you wish to learn more about technology...
No, your Elexit isn't worth the risk.
Then superstition wins over reason. A loss for us all. Go, hand them in. A shame. I thought you would be clearer thinking than the others here. That depends. Traders need to be authorized, and you'll need to look elsewhere if you want energy weapons. And whatever you want to buy, you'll need... I could offer you...
But...
Well, since you disagreed with me about the cleric's weapons, I'd expect you'd...
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by a warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Tell me about the job.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliad a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Ascor was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Ascor. He was a warrior, newly promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotten up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Ascor to point to who might be the murderer.
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Edan. But if Ragnar's right, then there must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
And you think I can find the killer?
You're a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest, I think this is a dead-end job. But Ragnar, against all the evidence, seems to think it was a berserker that killed Ascor, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an alb, an outlaw, or a reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these
Is this why you brought me to Goliath? To do your dirty work?
I brought you to Goliath to give you a chance. And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know. What happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Ascor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Eardor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Eardor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time of the murder.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Ascor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back to me so we can...
Where can I find...
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when...
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team.
Do you think the Berserkers can stop the Alps from conquering Edan?
The Berserkers raised Edan from wasteland to forest. This is our home, and we will hold it.
I heard you had taken heavy losses.
War takes its toll. The clerics fought us, the outlaws have raided us, and now we must face the Alps. But the Berserkers' roots run deep into the ground here. And we have something to fight for. With magic, with self-belief and hard steel, we have returned as many dead Alps to Zakor as they have left Berserkers dead and dying here. Cormag, Angrim, and myself will see the Berserkers stand firm. Talk to Angrim if you want to know more.
Where can I find Angrim?
Look for him in the Warriors' Quarter, near the Mana Shrine.
Where is the Warrior Quarter?
That would be near the Mana Shrine. If you wish to find something in Goliath, take your feet out of the door and find someone else to be your tour guide.
You think you know what's going on? No one knows what's going on.
Do you really think I can't see you?
I'm looking to make a trade.
This area is restricted.
What is this plate?
This is the... Any Elex, any forbidden technology. Move along there. No entry.
one I saw on the mountain. The one who took my armor. So we meet again.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you want from me?
My equipment, my armor.
Hey, watch the blade. I don't know what you're talking about.
Where are the things you stole from me?
Stole? Stole? Hey, just relax there, okay? We can talk everything over calmly without the need for accusations. I'll get you a drink at the fort, yeah? What do you say?
A drink won't pay for the equipment and armor you stole, you asshole.
Shit! You're him? How did you survive? Honestly, I didn't think I was stealing. I thought it was salvage. I thought you were dead.
What happened here? You think Baxter did this?
No, look at the blast marks. This was Alb's.
Fuck. You think they're still around?
Could be. I heard that an Alb commander moved into this area.
Then let's get the fuck out of here.
You can't run from those guys. They want you dead, you're dead.
All Elex to the hybrid.
Shit.
Is that him?
Hey man, you can have the Elex. We'll get out of here.
We're just here to look for this guy. We've seen what we need to, so we can go back to the Duke. No trouble, yeah?
The Duke is irrelevant. All must bow to the hybrid, or die.
You don't want to do this.
The hybrid's will shall be served. Just tell me where my armor is.
Hey, before you start threatening me, remember who you are and where you are. You're an Alb commander. Your own people will want you executed. And so will all the factions if they find out who you are. So calm down and stop drawing attention to yourself.
Who would believe you even if you live long enough to be believed? I want my armor back. You're going to give it to me.
Yes, I got that. But you have to help me first. You see, I've got some people after me. I need some help dealing with them.
So you really think I'll forgive you and help out?
Hey, wow. Losing the Elex has brought out your emotions. But think, I can help you. And I can't pay you back for that equipment if I'm dead. It's in your interest to help me out.
I'm here for my armor.
I don't have it. I sold it off.
Sold it to who?
You have to understand, it's gone.
Did you steal from these people too?
You were a dead man. And surely that's how you want me to remember it. That you're dead.
Are you
No. I'm saying we could help each other. You don't need the Albs or anyone chasing you. And I need to get these guys off my back.
These guys who are after you, are they the reason you left it down?
Yeah. And finding your stuff gave me the funds to clear out before they caught up with me. So I came back here into the desert. Seems we're both on the run, hey? Partners in crime? You help me, I help you.
You left me to die after stealing from me. Why shouldn't I leave you to die?
You're an alb, a fighter, but you don't know the world outside of Zakor like I do. I know how people think.
You think I need lessons in psychology?
Lessons in psychology? Just listen to yourself, man. You don't even talk like real people do. You'll get cheated, betrayed, and that's if no one figures out who you are.
I don't need you.
You haven't so far. You've got lucky. You might be an expert in war, Commander, but trust me, out there, you're a beginner. You need someone with a flair for business. Someone who can sniff trouble before you hit it.
Well, good. Let's assume I am buying this nonsense.
Come with me into the fort. That's like the Outlaws HQ here in Tavar.
And when we get there?
You can help me get in. There are some things there I have to sort out, but I'll have a lot of trouble trying to get in alone. It won't take long to get what I need.
What is it you're planning to steal?
Steal? That was just one time, and I thought you were dead. Look, there's some guy put a price on my head. A full contract with my name on it, and I don't know who it is, or why they've done it. I mean, I'm Ray. Lovable Ray. Who wants to kill Ray? Well, someone does, and I have to find out who it is before I get a bullet in my head.
And you really don't know who put a price on your head?
Yeah. I mean, no. That's part of what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I'm Ray. Happy Ray. Friendly Ray. The guy you want at your campfire, Ray. There's not a crew I've worked for didn't want me back.
And yet someone wants you dead.
Exactly. And for what? It's not like I've stolen anything big enough to get someone this pissed with me. Present company accepted.
All right. But don't make me regret it.
Hey, people can say what they want about you ice blocks, but there's a heart hidden somewhere under that cold skin. Well, at least a while after you come down from...
Get out of here before...
I am already gone. I'll wait on you at the entrance to the fort. Just don't take...
Are you trying to get yourself killed? You should stay well away from the converter. You won't last 2 minutes in that place.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scrap collector. You know, salvage. Old world stuff. Dangerous business, even this close to that place. But one look at the converter tells you there's gotta be prime salvage just waiting in there. A ton of profit.
And you survived?
Well, I've found a few ways to dodge those owl bastards.
Such as?
Well, I did some looking around and I found an access tunnel. It runs right into the command section of the converter. So, I snuck in at night and pumped radioactive gas into the pipe. That was a party, I'm telling you. The Albs still haven't found out how to clean the area.
You tried to sabotage the converter alone?
It's keeping those Albs busy. Means they're less likely to bother me. Managed to get some military circuit boards out of there. That'll pay for a few months of food. But if you doubt my word, go there yourself and take a look. Or wait, I have something better. You could take a look and earn us both some profit.